Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And help me welcome my amazing, wonderful, beautiful, talented, and just everything positive co-host,
Oh,
Val from Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. And welcome to Messages for Lightworkers, episode 84.
wow.
84. I
That's a
know.
lot of episodes. That's a lot of positive information out there.
It is. That's a lot of spirit communication.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they've never steered us wrong. They've never set us on a path that wasn't beneficial to us or to everyone concerned. It's fantastic. So, yeah, the notices just went out. So we're going to allow some of the people to come in here.
Yeah.
And we'll explain to you guys about the simulcasting, not simulcasting thing. So this is real. Actually, it's a return to the way things used to be. This is how we used to do things.
But not like Project 2525
No.
or 2025,
No.
rather.
Yeah, no.
This is like a few months back when StreamYard didn't come up with multi-streaming. This is how we used to do it. When you're on that channel, everybody goes to that channel. So everyone in the chat can embrace all of their fellow community and be together. And it's just going to be back to that kind of thing. But when we have about 5 people on a show like Sisters, it'll be like 5 shows, 5 weeks before we get it back on our channel. Yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day, if we have a lot of shows, it'll all even out that the other shows will have content on our channels. Yeah. But I'm personally, I'm going to try and make more content with more. I haven't done any, and just reading for everyone. I haven't done that in a long time, so I'm kind of resting on my laurels. So
yes, yeah. And I have been, truth be told, been doing the same thing because we've been doing the simulcasting. So, no need to do anything on your own because we've been sharing. But so, now it just means, back to basics, doing a little more and doing solo things. And that's a good thing. So, hello, Cecilia Coleman. Hi, Becky Stone. We've only got, just a few folks in here. So for those of you that are lurking in the shadows, lurk away.
Come in and say hi because, we want to know you're there. And even if you don't want to stick in the chat, come in and say hi. We want to say hi to you. And this is one of those days here where we're having a monsoon season and the thunder and the rain pouring down.
Oh wow.
So it's like hot out still, but it's that's happening. So it's pretty interesting.
We haven't had rain for a couple of weeks, which is good, but we do need the rain for the grass and all that kind of good stuff because we even though our big water main break has been fixed, we've still been under water advisories. A little not as restrictive as we were before, but it's still, you don't want to. It's kind of like when there's a power outage, and then everybody turns the power on, and the grid goes and disappears again because too many. So anyway. Business end of things, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you go over to Val's channels, Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling, and subscribe to her channel. Give her a like, share, and all that good stuff. If you're interested in getting an Akashic reading or a past life reading or that kind of stuff, reach out to Val. Make an appointment. And get yourself that reading. Yet you will find it very, very beneficial and full of information that you're going to benefit by in this lifetime. And a lot of times it'll make sense. When you get past life readings or Akashic readings, you can go, oh, that's why that shows up in my life all the time. Oh, okay.
Right.
So,
and if there are things that you feel are obstacles in your life, even though it's just probably an imaginary obstacle, these things clear away from getting an Akashic record reading. So it's pretty amazing. I want to say hi to Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
yes, hi, Cheryl.
Hi. Good to see you. Yeah, somebody must be on right now. Oh, you know what? Linda G usually goes on now. Never mind.
Oh, could be.
That's what it is. And probably in a half an hour, hers is over.
Yeah.
10,000 people will come over here. Yeah. So
I don't mind that one.
No, I'm not going to say anything about that because I absolutely adore Linda G. I was just telling her on her channel when she just channeled, she just did something that was beautifully said and well done about Biden. So I just adore Linda G. and for everything she does and says. So yeah. So anyway, but like and subscribe to Marina Heart Centered Tarot. Go the right direction, and absolutely take her classes. Phenomenal. You'll be transformed. Don't forget about that. Join the membership of Heart Centered Tarot, and also you can join my membership as well, which is now on Wix. My website. So dragonflycrystals.store for that. It's on the front page. You can click on the button and join. And, in this community, it's beautiful to support the readers who are out there giving you free information all the time by that. But you also benefit from being in a community when we get together and gather with our people, like on Zooms during classes or other times. You're going to feel that community energy and it's going to raise your vibration up. There's so much about that. So It's a really positive experience all the way around.
And I really enjoy the classes, especially when everyone gets to interact with everyone else, because sometimes there are questions that you might have that as soon as you express it, someone else goes, me too. Okay. So a
lot of light bulbs can go off in your head. You can have a lot of aha moments. You can understand a lot about the process of what we're all going through and what this might be, what that might be. And it all starts to make sense, and you start to get a handle on how to not run your life, but work and flow with your life in a way that it's beneficial to you and those around you instead of painful. Like you're going to resist your life. No, flow with it. Go, okay. This is what the universe handed me, or I handed myself rather. Just flow with it. Yeah.
And hello, Jessica Lynn, Ginger Johnson, Linda H, Magical Mermaid. Thank you for being here. So, you want to know what we're going to talk about today? What the message is for today? This one's going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about breathing. Breathing. You have no idea how powerful the breath is and all the benefits of the control, the intentional breathing, the thoughtful breathing. It is absolutely amazing. So, take it over, Val.
Okay.
Because you know a lot more about that than I do. So go ahead.
I don't know about that, but okay. Yogis have taught certain breathing techniques, pranayama, for beyond the beyond, years and eons and eons. This has been going on in very deep schools of metaphysical knowledge and teaching. But now it's just right out there in the open. And your breath is one of those things that even doctors now say, meditation benefits you, or, breathe when you're having an anxiety moment. How do you breathe? They'll even give you instructions. Well, that is a big shift from the days when none of that was talked about. So that breath and connection to your body, mind, and spirit is a solid and real thing. So something that I do every morning is heart, mind, coherence breathing. It's so simple. Oh, and Aley, nice. Great book called Breath by James Nestor. Good.
There you go.
Suggestion there.
Yes.
So this practice can be done anytime. You can do it while you're driving. It isn't anything but simply you're going to take a conscious deep breath in. And while you do, you're breathing light into your heart center. You're breathing light. So breathing the white light in to your heart center, holding your breath at the top, and then exhaling through your mouth slowly all the stress and anxiety. Then you're going to do it again. Another deep breath of light into your heart. And you feel that warmth from that light. You continue the practice of holding it at the top and releasing it through your open mouth. Continue doing that for as many times as you want, but even 3 and 4 times will create you'll start to feel your heart open up and expand.
Yes.
It'll start to become wider and wider. That's your heart center growing. And even visualize that. If you can do that, you can do that anytime. Visualize that expanding all the way around the world, in your home, in your car, in your area, all the way around the world and out into the multiverse. Doing this, you can do it for 1 second. You could do it for 3 times. It doesn't even matter. Yes. But you'll find a big shift in your state of mind. Heart, mind, coherence is that you are consciously connecting your heart and mind. And what does that do? It takes the ego out. It calms you so that you feel centered, calm, balanced. And all of a sudden, you're back to how you normally are, maybe better than you normally are.
Yes.
In your state of being. Do it in the morning when you wake up. Do it anytime you think about it. But it'll only expand your heart and you will feel more love. I mean, there's so many things that come from this practice. So yeah. And that's exactly right. Magical mermaid. Yeah. I try to do something similar when I go on walks and imagine I'm exhaling any toxins. Absolutely. On the exhale.
Yes.
Any blocks or any toxins, any stress, any anxiety, let it all out. Absolutely. Use that out breath, use that exhale, and then breathing in that white light into your heart, because you know what? It's just phenomenal what it can do in a very short amount of time. Yes. All of a sudden, you'll find out you're opening up to higher levels of consciousness just from that practice, just from a few minutes of that every day. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. And you think, oh,
and it's free.
And it's free. and you think, how can that do anything? Well, try it, because you're going to find out it's pretty miraculous.
It is.
Yeah.
And I particularly like to do that before I'm going to listen to Diva Pramal, when I'm going to listen to the chanting. And I want to be present for before the chanting. So I'll usually lay down. I will turn on the CD, and then I do 4 or 5 deep breaths, and it's a signal to the body to relax. Just sink into the bed. There's no tension. Whatever is there, breathe in relaxation, breathe out anxiety. And the music and the chanting is I find is more soothing, more meaningful. I can get into it, and it's a good thing to remember that all the times that when if someone is really excitable, right, and they're just caught in the moment, what's usually the first thing you say? Calm down, breathe, right?
Exactly.
Women go into labor, and what do they tell you? Okay, breathe. Ready? We're going to do the breathing now. So that breath is really, really powerful.
It really is.
Oh, nice. And Magical Mermaid says, I will use my hands and arms to reach out and pull in air.
I do that too, Magical Mermaid. When I do that, it's really funny. I put on this certain CD. It's kind of like jungle music. And then I do my own, call it Qigong, call it Tai Chi, whatever you want to call it. And I direct energies from the earth and the sky and from all around, and I swirl them in and out. And it's kind of like, somebody told me once, it was like earth dancing. Whatever it is, it pulls in energy and really energizes me like crazy. It grounds me to the earth. It does all kinds of things, but it also brings in the higher frequencies, because you're pulling in sunlight, you're pulling in moonlight, you're pulling in planets and energy from the multiverse. So, as well as up from Mother Earth or Gaia. There's so much. It's fun. So I really love to do that.
And hello, Jenny Berlin, Colorful Insight. Nice to see you here. And Melanord says, I can't relax. Try. Try, especially if you concentrate on the breathing, what you're doing. Okay. I'm going to inhale to the count of 5. I'm going to hold it for 4, and then I'm going to breathe out through the mouth to the count of 6. And then I'm going to do that all over again. Maybe this time I'm going to breathe in to the count of 6, and so on. When you're consciously doing that, at the end of it, you will find yourself that, hey.
Absolutely. And I also want to say, Melanord, is that you might have to cut back on if you drink coffee or tea, because that can actually create a feeling like you can't relax. I know I'm one of those people. So if I have too much, there is no relaxation. I'm like this. I'm like a live wire. So I try not to overdo it on those things, and that includes chocolate that has caffeine. That includes, cocoa drinks or anything that has a caffeine or a stimulant in it. Those things are best avoided by people like me, and maybe even you, who are a little sensitive to those things. So then you can feel calmer, and but the more you breathe, the more you relax. And what happens when you're stressed out or you're very anxiety ridden is that your body ramps up a fight or flight adrenaline feeling. That adrenaline turns into cortisol. Cortisol is the hormone for that flight or fight kind of. And so your body doesn't sometimes know when to turn it off. So you're done with that anxiety-ridden moment where you had to get that report done at work, or you had an emergency and you had to go here or there, but you just can't turn it off because it's already flowing. You're in that anxiety stage. So you've got to do the breathing, do the visualization, do the breaths, and you'll find it may take you a day, it may take you just an hour. It doesn't matter. Keep it up, because you will find out that you can stop that cortisol flow and get back to the calm, peaceful nature that you want to be in. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. And hello, Mary Hernandez Walker. So I will remind you guys, don't forget, we're again, we're not streaming to both channels. We decided to go back to the way that things used to be, because so many fantastic readers are being demonetized, because, well, StreamYard and YouTube are like a married couple who are fighting, and we, the readers, are the kids caught in the middle of the divorce. Oh. So going back to the way that we used to do things is one of the ways to avoid kind of being demonetized and being in YouTube jail and all that kind of stuff. So, and while I'm at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you go over to Val's channel. All the details are in the description of the video. Do the same thing on her channel. Like, share, subscribe, especially leave a comment after the show, and reach out to Val. Reach out to myself if you're interested in a personal reading. We do them. So yeah, we do. So yeah, Val's is at dragonflycrystals.store, right?
Mm-hmm, right.
Yeah. And mine is at marinasheartcentertarot.com.
Right.
So go on there to take a look at what people have said about the work that we do. Don't, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope I have had a lot of members transfer over to my my dragonflycrystals.store membership, which is the same and even more than what you got on the membership on YouTube. And it's really heartwarming to see how many people are wanting to stay in the community. And we have so much fun when we do the Zoom meetings.
Yes.
And of course I do readings and channel and do all of that for all of your questions in the Zoom. And for the top level, it's twice a month. And we really enjoy just sitting around in each other's company, actually, because it's like it's a group of friends, actually.
It is.
And we kind of
absolutely.
Yeah. So we really have fun doing that. So I'm excited and happy to have those members transfer over. Yeah, it makes me very delighted. And yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's all. I want to say thank you to all of my members.
Yeah.
And Maria and I wouldn't even be here doing this show if it weren't for you. All of you. We do this show for you and to help you navigate this time that we have here on the earth and all this interesting stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
So how to make the most of it and the best of it. Yeah. And focus on things that can help you help others through this process, which is why we have the classes, to help you become the leader and teacher and way shower even more than you are, at expanding what your gifts that you can use maybe in other ways, like becoming an Akashic record reader or a psychic medium, or however that shows up for you, even a tarot reader, or using your skills and abilities.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's a lot of you that are connected, and these are things that we're just helping you to remember what you've known all along. That's all.
Yeah, that's all. And I wanted to address Ellen's question. Yeah, Val, even though you are discontinuing YouTube membership, are you keeping the channel? Well, yes, Absolutely. My channel is it's my joy, because it's how I connected to all of you and how I got to, 1,500 plus subscribers. So I absolutely adore you all, and there's no way I would stop my channel. And thankfully, at this point, I have not done anything that YouTube doesn't like. They don't even say they don't like multi-streaming. They let you multi-stream. But when you go ahead and say, I'll take monetization for this multi-stream, they don't want to pay for 5 of the same video on 5 different channels. But they don't really tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just have to discover that one day you're not monetized because you're reused content. Well, there's no reused content on my show. We do lives, and
it's all original.
They're all original. So that is their soft way of saying, we don't like that. We're not going to pay you for those anymore. So, that's why I will not remonetize, because at the end of the day, I got very, very small income, maybe a penny or a fourth of a penny on every video. It didn't matter. My memberships and my actually super chats and things are what made the money for me to pay for StreamYard and Zoom and all the other things. But it isn't even about the money for me, because having the membership, the community, getting together with everyone is just a joy. And love it, love it, love it. Love all my members so much. And that's what that's all about. But without the free platform of YouTube is fantastic. It gives you an opportunity to create, and they don't ask you for any money. So I have no complaints whatsoever about it. I love the YouTube platform. Yeah, absolutely. And if they outlaw, multi-streaming it one day, we won't have to worry because we've already cut it out. So
exactly. Yeah. So it's just, most of you remember the way that it used to be. And when whoever was the host, everybody went to the host channel.
Yeah.
And that worked out great. And so that's what we're going back to. And Val is absolutely right. This is not about making money. If it was, believe me, I would have picked something much different to be doing shows about if it was all about the money, or if it was all about the the subscribers and all that. Where every single person who subscribes, they do it because they see value in what it is that we're producing and what it is that we're doing. Those that don't subscribe, maybe they don't see the value to that yet, but we carry on. We still deliver the message. We still do what we need to, so that people are going to hear it eventually, and it is going to resonate with them. So until that time, we just listen to Spirit, and we show up. And we say before the show, what do you want us to talk about? Okay.
That's what we do. And yes. So that's very in sync, and sometimes almost the exact same thing every week. And so we know we're delivering message that you all need, because this is what we've been shown or directed to deliver to you. And of course, it's our privilege and joy to be able to do that. So that's why we're here with a smile on our face every Thursday for 84 weeks.
84 weeks. Now remember, there's 52 weeks in a year.
Yes.
So we've been doing this for well over a year and a half. Every single week. I don't think we've missed a Thursday yet.
We have not missed a Thursday yet.
So. And just really, really I look forward to it. I really do, because it feels like I don't have to worry too much before the show. Usually it's the afternoon of the show that I start hearing little voices about, okay, well, here's something for you to think about. And I'll get little either snippets of conversation or like little headlines, So okay, I'll take that. I'll throw some cards. The cards will generally confirm.
Yeah.
Get together with Val and say, okay, what'd you get? And she'll tell me, and she'll show me the cards that she pulled, and it's like, oh, okay then.
It makes a perfect story of what it is we're talking about. It always fits together like pieces of a puzzle, so we really get a full picture of all the energy.
And we're always surprised.
Yeah,
every week. It's like, you can't make this up.
You can't make it up. We're backstage. You can't make this up.
Yeah, totally.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to ask, for those of you that are here in the chat, what is your favorite way to just kind of dial things down, to just get centered, get in your heart space, to calm yourself down? What do you do? I'm really, really interested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would help to know.
Yeah, because as Deborah Zuckhout says, sometimes you're the student and sometimes you're the teacher. The problems occur when you try to decide which one you are. So there could be, maybe you do something that we haven't thought of, and it would be like, hey, I can do that.
That's why I just say I'm with my friends.
Yes.
Everyone is a friend, and we're just all friends, because it's a two-way street. Absolutely, 100% every minute. So, Eleanor does self-Reiki. Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, for me, it's music. Psychic Dummy. Kick back with the Shirley Temple. Hey.
Oh, yeah, baby. Psychic Dummy. You're no dummy. Psychic Dummy.
Yeah. And Joan says, I doodle. Nice. Nice. I think sometimes one of the most relaxing things that I can do for myself is I have those adult coloring books, and I've got Sharpies in every color of the rainbow. And I sit and I color. And I find when I'm done, I'm so relaxed, because what I'm concentrating on is how I'm going to put the colors together. I'm not worried about if the garbage is out. I'm not worried about if the sink is full of dishes, or, laundry needs to be folded. No, I'm concentrating on the pretty colors. Yeah.
And I do the same thing, but my puzzle is on my iPad. It's an app.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how much fun it is doing puzzles on my iPad. And I find that so relaxing. I'll put something on a YouTube, and I'll go to my puzzle, and I'll be listening while I'm doing my puzzle. And I find it completely relaxing.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And Millenard says music works. Absolutely.
Does.
And Magical Mermaid, I go for a walk and say a good prayer at my altar. Wonderful.
That can do it too. There's something about prayer. Yeah. It can really align you and shift your energy, because you're really proclaiming something, or you're calling something forth. You're invoking something. And that is extremely powerful, however you do that, prayer, or whatever you call it. I also
Alex says, I also make crank calls to Trump. Really annoys him. Hey, listen, if it helps you relax. Totally.
I'm just picturing that.
Hello? Yes. Who is it? Hey, Mr. Trump. Do you have Robin Hood in a bag? Is your fridge running? And Yeah, Mary Hernandez Walker says, deep breathing. I take refuge in the knowledge that I am loved and cared for by the Creator. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And a mantra can be very powerful, Magical Mermaid. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you ever are sitting around and you don't know what to do with yourself, you can do the Om, or you can do the Om Mani Padme Hum, or you do, there's so many out there. The Om, what do they call it? The Gayatri. That's one of the big ones you can do. Om Bur Burva Swaha Tat Savitar Varenyam Bargo Divajna Dimahi Diyo Na. That's a lot. And you say it over and over and over and over. And by the time you're done, you're different. So, yeah.
Totally. And Ellen R. says, Robin Hood in a bag. Never heard of that one. Well, that one is, hey, do you have Robin Hood in a bag? Well, yes, we do. Could you let him out? He's suffocating. Is your fridge running? Yes. Well, you better go catch it. It's halfway down the street. Those were the good old days before we had caller ID, before we had cell phones, before we had all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
right?
that's cute. Oh my God.
Yeah. And you never knew when that prank call was going to come. It always did at some point. Everybody was hit, but yeah, they were so funny.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah, I'm dating myself. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. And harp music. Yeah, harp music is very relaxing.
Yes, very
chanting. Yeah, the Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah, that one I like that one. Nice little chant. And I'll tell you something, there's been more than once that I've been driving, and I mean I don't drink and drive. If I'm gonna have that beer, I'm gonna stay home,
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So and I can see down the highway, and you can see that they're doing check stops and whatnot. And I can see them, and if I start chanting, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, and I'll slow down, and they generally look at me and just
wave you through.
Thank you. So yeah, it's very, very helpful and very Yes, Joan Berga, do you have Prince Albert in a can? Let him out.
Please let him out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh God,
there you go.
Oh, I like that.
And Psychic Dummy, yeah. So me and my sidekick Anita like to create humor, the ultimate release. It is the ultimate release. Yeah. Absolutely. It is the ultimate release.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys if you do have any questions that you would like us to read on, just go ahead and post them in the chat. Please put them in all caps so that it gets my attention. And yeah, we've got time to do a few, and I do have one from Eleanor.
Okay.
Already starred. Yeah. And yeah, something about the sound of a crackling fire. There are so many things that when I go to the dog park, there's a good section of it, actually, the whole length of the one side that is right by the river. And so there's trees on, and then there's a walkway. So there's trees on both sides. To go in there and listen to the leaves and listen to the birds.
Oh, the
is
bird.
Like, oh.
That to me is like total heaven. Bird, listening to the bird calls, the bird songs, always makes my heart sing. It just makes me so happy. There's something about it for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just, it's lovely. And you would never know that we are, you know, maybe 500 feet away from a major highway and 10 minutes away from the downtown core, you know, all the business and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Mary Fernandez Walker says, wish me luck. I'm going to the casino and want to be able to become a subscriber for a bunch of readers. Yes. May the luck be with you. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And you know, Ellen R., if you could be specific about what the question is about, what I understand you have a few different jobs that you've come out as a finalist. Give us a hint as to how you want us to read on that.
Yeah. What's your question?
Is your question, am I going to be selected out of one of these finalist type positions, or is it that if you can, or tell us a couple of different ones you want us to see what it is that you may want to lean toward. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, she says, will I get an offer that I will want to take?
Oh, okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Will I get an offer that I want to take? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I'm getting the chills. For some reason.
All right. Do you want an offer?
I got abundance, first card out, and something about breaking free, and only you can really talk about what that means. And maybe that means a different kind of job than you've had before, because it says you're going to really go through a deep healing, or it says you actually are going through a deep healing right now. And so I'm just throwing some cards really fast, and I get yeah. It's funny that you got the Hierophant talking about traditional things, traditional ways of doing things. And what does this card say? Break free.
Yeah.
So, secondly, again, I always say this about you. You're a leader. Take charge, leader, direct. That's you. There's something about this. So whatever it is you're doing that is a little different than what you've been doing. Does that resonate with you? I don't know what kind of jobs you applied for, but we know what you've been doing. So will you, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, you really can bring in whatever you want. Marina, what you got?
Okay, let me just start this. Okay. What I got, I start off with the Queen of Pentacles. This is your you being able to you're helping others. You're dealing with others, but you're also being able to look after yourself as well, not only financially, but in health-wise and everything else. I then get the Six of Pentacles, which tells me that, yes, there is going to be an offer coming that is going to be reliant on, on a position where you are part of a team. I get the Seven of Wands, stand your ground. If there is something that comes at you, if there is, if let's say the job offer comes in, but it is not within the range of the money that you are comfortable with, right? If it's, well, yeah, we'd like to bring you on board. However, the starting salary is 7,000, 10,000 less than what you're asking for.
He's saying they're probably a grade higher than what they're the same similar kind of job, maybe a grade higher.
Grade higher. Yeah. Stand your ground. You know your worth. If this is a case of you've been doing the same thing, you've got a lot of experience that comes from different sources. So if you've determined that kind of position should be, I don't know, $70,000 a year, and they come in at $50,000 a year, but we can review it in 3 months' time.
Yeah, don't go for it.
Sorry?
I said, yeah, don't go for it because you deserve it up front.
Exactly. Yeah. You say, you know what? Thank you so much for the offer. I really was hoping to work with you. However, I think, my qualifications are more along the 70,000 line, but I appreciate the opportunity at least to interview with you.
Yeah.
Leave it with them. They might say, well, no, wait a minute. Okay. Just a second. I also get the Ace of Wands. Be true to yourself. Be true. Know what you are worth. Know that you have the ability to take on new projects and do new things. And yes, know your value, because ultimately I get the Six of Wands. This is celebration. This is victory. This is being recognized for the work that you have done. This is being noticed. So yes, I think you are going to get an offer. You can certainly look at it. If it meets all the qualifications, decide if you want to accept or not. If it doesn't meet all your qualifications, but leaves you with a promise of what we're going to do in the future, then, let them get in touch with you in the future. Right?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. So I hope that is helpful to you, Ellen.
Right. And Ellen, you might be right, because it felt like they didn't want you to say yes to any of these jobs, and that something else was breaking you out of this mold that you're in and giving you something that you could really be more powerful and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that might be another chapter in your story.
Exactly. And Anya, go ahead, ask your question. And we should be, after Anya, we'll say no more. And then that way it gets us, out in time. Okay. I'm going to, we have got Linda H., who says, are some Democrats working with TI Project 2025 people, the ones going against Biden? Are there, whoops, where did I go?
know who they're thinking about too. All those Democrats that have spewed stuff that we don't want to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we can, let's all send light and love, healing energy to Biden as he recovers from COVID. I think it doesn't feel like, he got really, really bad COVID. I think he just tested. He just tested positive. So his symptoms are mild. He's been, he's getting the best medical attention that you can.
I have to say, Linda H., and this may not be the full story, but the first card I picked was the Knight of Cups, which is a no. But what is the Knight of Cups? The false knight who kisses you to your face, but behind your back is kissing other people. What does this tell us?
Yeah.
It tells us something is going on there. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I think so too. I get the 8 of Pentacles, and this is kind of looking back and reviewing the gains that you've made and so on. So I think that let's not kid ourselves. Democrats are people too.
Yeah.
And you can have, just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean that you're an upstanding citizen. Just because you're a Republican doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. Right? Manton. So, there's good and not so good on both sides. Okay. So the 8 of Pentacles is, kind of reviewing that. And then I get the 4 of Pentacles, hanging on to what you've got. Playing it safe and whatnot. Yeah. Securing your position and whatnot. So I would not be shocked. Let's put it that way. I would not be shocked if there were Democrats who were working behind the scenes and who were part of Project 2025.
Yeah. So just to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Anya says, personally, I'm stunned at Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, me too. But I had heard, I think it was Linda G this morning saying, it's really about money, the loss of big donors, that they're all panicking and calling out. Instead, Linda was saying they should just stand there and say, I keep your money. We'll do this ourselves.
Yeah.
I love Linda G, Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Huh?
So, all right. And Sherry Freebury says, I've been asking my guides today, who am I? What am I? And why the heck am I here? Feeling kind of lost today. Sherry, breathe. I hope that you're, if you weren't here from the beginning, listen to the beginning of this. This is what we're talking about, is picking up on other people's energy and allowing it to kind of rent space in your head and in your heart, and you can let them know.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, Sherry?
That's
the sun. I get the sun for you. And really, I mean, bright future. Everything's wonderful for you. What's next to the sun? The 6 of Wands. Look at you celebrating. Yep. There's your wand up in the air. Well-deserved success. You are being noticed. Now, you may have had some instances that are like the 5 of Swords, things that happen in life, because we all do. But what's next to this? Standing and surveying what is so in your domain. You are the goddess of your area that you've created. And new skills, new abilities, new things coming forward for you. And finally, 3 of Wands. Everything that you do is bearing fruit. It's not upside down, bearing fruit. Look at you in you're surveying everything. You're standing there. Yes, you are a powerhouse. So just one final card I'm going to pull for you out of my What We've Forgotten deck, because we need a little inspiration while we do this. And I'm just going to pull it really fast for you. For Sherry. And they're really talking about, it's just like Marina was talking about. this card is a card of protection. What does that really mean? It means that create your boundaries so that you don't suck up all those outside anxieties. Just exactly what we were talking about during the whole show is get out of that mass consciousness mindset to stand firmly. Do that heart, mind, cohesive breathing. Then you'll be in that place of your heart center, really feeling the dynamic of what you're here to do. You're going to feel it. You always go to your heart to know what you want to do next. And you're going to feel inspiration in your heart to do things coming forward. So it's a good place to be. It's a good place to start with your energies. I hope that helped you.
Absolutely. I start off with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is about promotion, finances, career, things are going well. This is a slow moving progress, but it's progress in the right direction. And you are left also with the Seven of Cups, and that is this can be the illusion delusion card, but it's also a card of choices. And that is, looking at the choices that are in front of you with discernment, looking at them realistically and logically rather than, what you hoped it would be. So when you're making those decisions, be honest with yourself. And if it doesn't feel good, then, don't just give in, because it's easier to say, oh yeah, give in and don't do it. When you stand in your power, when you make decisions based on what your guides are telling you to do and what resonates with you, you get the 10 of Cups. It's happiness. It's good things. It's prosperity. It's happy family. It's everything good. So there you go. That's I think that's very positive. Very positive news for you. Yeah.
Don't forget, you got the Sun card too. How positive.
Yeah, you can't get more positive than that. Yeah. Positive. And hey, Rose Blue. Yeah, questions are closed. We're getting down to the last couple and getting ready to shut her down.
Hi, Rose Blue.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How did you get
dummy question? How do you ladies get so amazing? We work out.
And we work out.
Yeah. At least I know I do.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. Thank you for the question and the roundabout compliment. It is very much.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. And Anita Larson says, just dropping in. I apologize for any rude comments from my partner, Alex. No rude comments. None. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. And so our last question here is from Anya. And Anya says, what do you see for me between now and the end of the year? Okay. Yes, Anya, practice.
Yes.
Yeah. Because any of you can do the same thing. It's, what makes a great piano player? What makes a great violinist? What makes a great chef? Practice.
That's it.
Practice.
Well, there's a lot of good things coming your way. There's some monetary gains to be had, and it's like you're going to have to make some quick decisions. These are things coming up that are about money that you might be able to work out.
Yes,
because next to that is the 10 of Cups. That is all about, look at that happy family out there. And also for many, it's really rewards, respect, and success. So there's a whole bunch of things going on for you there. And Two of Wands. Oh, for some reason, I can't pick these cards up today.
Huh.
Look at that guy holding up. He's holding up the world. He has the world in his hand, literally. Okay. Does that tell you something? And Three of Pentacles. I just love this card for some reason. So, stay positive through whatever your differences are with others. Remember that. And as far as money's concerned, you're going to be good at your work, good at your whatever that is, and people are going to notice. And finally, at the end of the month, the Emperor. This is a very powerful card and major arcana. This is really success in business or legal matters, and in love. Thank God for these little words here. Stable, mature love with loyalty. But really, the Emperor here, you notice he's holding almost an ankh, an Egyptian ankh as a staff. And he's sitting there with a crystal ball. He's got horns on his head. And to me, he is quite the little, like Merlin. So really, with his staff, you can really make anything you want. You notice this empty vessel here? You can create anything in there that you want. You are the Emperor energy. What is that? That is a really powerful stance. Deciding what you want in your empire. You've got everything. Go for it.
Yeah.
You've done a good job. So that's you're in a snap.
Yeah. Hey, Heather, nice to see you here. Thank you. So, okay, Anya, I got a little different, but I think the outcome is exactly the same. I got the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords, 2 sevens. This is about listening to the messages that your guides are sharing with you. The Seven of Wands is standing your ground. The Seven of Swords is be careful for someone who wants to come in and kind of take something from you that doesn't belong to them. And I do get the feeling it has to do, yes, with the money. And if this is an inheritance, then yeah, look out for those who want you to make quick decisions about finances, because they're not acting in your best interest. They're acting in their own best interest. Also got the Knight of Pentacles again. And yeah, that's about promotion, finances, and so on. So this leads me down the road. Yeah, it's financial. It might appear, or someone is trying to convince you that this is going to turn into a tower moment, that if you don't decide something very, very quickly, that's it. The world is falling apart. You're going to lose everything. You have to, it could very well be, sweetheart. So you've got to pay attention to that. Don't give in to that. Follow your guides and do act in accordance to the direction that your guides are sending you, and know that all this that is coming at you, that someone wants to take something and the world is going to fall apart if you don't make a decision by 8 p.m. tonight, and that's it. No, don't worry about it, because the last 2 cards that I got for you were the Star and the Sun.
All right.
You can't get better than that. So
you had the Emperor in my last card, so that's coming out pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty stable and firm.
Yeah. You're doing just fine. Don't let anyone talk you into something that doesn't feel good for you. No matter how. And yeah, family is sometimes the worst for that, right? Because we think, well, you know, my brother would never do that to me. My sister would never do that to me.
Right.
Don't kid yourself. They're people. We're all people. Just because we happen to be in the same family doesn't mean that, you know, they're good or genuine.
Well, it doesn't even matter if they're good. They might have an idea to do something, but it might not be good.
Yeah.
So invest in this or invest in that. It might be bad advice. They might not be ill intended, but look out.
Exactly. Yeah. This is an opportunity. If we get in on the ground floor, we're going to be millionaires by the end of the year, and it's going to be fantastic.
And when a relative says that to you, you believe them like, oh, they must know something. Oh.
Yeah. You say, oh, wow, it's going to go up that much, is it? Okay. Well, you go ahead, you invest, and let's see, you know, I'll check back with you in a month or two, see how you're doing. Oh, you've been estranged since 2012. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this feels like an inheritance. This feels like something to do with inheritance or family money, or so. You'll have to let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All righty. Well, listen, thank you, all of you, for being here with us. I really appreciate. I know Val really appreciates you being here. Next Thursday, we are on Val's channel, and it is episode 85.
85.
Yay! Love it, love it, love it. So, Val, thank you. Thank you for doing this with me each and every week.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Love it. Love it. So you all take care. Val, I'm going to see you later on Golden Girls at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain.
Yes.
8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Yay! Yeah. All right, everyone. Take care. And yeah, we'll see you later. And Val is the hostess of the Golden Girls. So come back to Val's channel. Yeah. Okay. Bye, all.